Welcome to this week's 5 Minutes of Revelation, and today in those 5 minutes I want to encourage you with a verse from Deuteronomy 16, and that's verse 16. Here it says, "No one shall appear with his hands empty before the Lord." Now you might ask yourself, how is this encouraging? If God tells me that I should never come before Him empty-handed, how is this encouraging? See, this just tells me that God is the taker that I always thought He was, that He just wants my stuff, that I can't just come in before Him the way I am, with all my faults, with all my troubles, just come before Him without anything, because I only want to receive from Him. How is this encouraging? Well, let me tell you how it is encouraging. In Mark 10:29-30 it says, "Truly I tell you," Jesus replied, "no one who has left home or brothers or sisters or mother or father or children or fields for me and the Gospels will fail to receive 100 times as much in this present age." So here Jesus says, no one who has left anything for me, who's given anything to me, who has given anything for the gospel and for my sake, will fail to receive 100-fold right here in this time today. No one will fail to receive. That means everyone that's given anything to Him, that brought anything to Him, will fail to receive back that which He brought 100-fold. And see, that's what God has in mind when He tells you that you should never appear before Him empty-handed. Because God's plan has always been to bless you. God always wants to bless you. He always wants to multiply you. He always wants to give you the best of the best, and He always wants you to enjoy life to the full. That's God, that's love, and that's who our God is. So when He tells you to never come before Him empty-handed, He wants to make sure that He's always got something to multiply back to you, so that it will bless you, that it will bless those around you, and that you will have even more to bring back to Him next time you come before Him, so that He's got even more again to return to you. So when He tells you to never come before Him empty-handed, then He's just making sure that He's always got something to bless you. See, because if you come before God and don't give Him anything to work with, then He simply can't work on your behalf. Whereas if every time you come before God, you give Him more than enough to work with, you bring Him your stuff and say, "Here, this is for you, work with it," then He's got enough to multiply back to you, then He's got enough to work in your life, to change your life and your situations for the better. And then you will get to the point where you truly live in heaven on earth, because as I've said many times before, that's God's plan for you, to live in heaven on earth and enjoy life to the full. So if you've got any problem in life, if you've got a situation, a financial situation, maybe with your friends, troubles, or whatever it is, when you come before God and bring it before God, make sure that you don't come empty-handed, that you give Him something, and let God show you what to give. Maybe it's financially, maybe it's in another area. Let God show you what you need to give, so that He's got something to work with to multiply back to you. Maybe it's love that you have to give to the person that you're fighting with, but let God tell you what you have to give, what you have to bring to Him. Give for His sake, give for the gospel's sake, so that He's got something to work with and multiply it back to you in blessing. Because when you come before God with that attitude, always with something for Him to work with, then He will be able to work in your life. He will be able to change your life and to turn it around into the blessing and help you out in every situation that you're facing. And that's why in Deuteronomy 16 verse 16 He told you to never come before Him empty-handed. And that's the verse I wanted to show you today. That's the verse I wanted to encourage you with today. And I hope that it really did encourage you. And next time you come before God, bring Him something to work with, so He can multiply back to you and bless you real good. So take this with you, be blessed by that. Don't forget to read your chapter a day, and I'll see you again next week.